बसेरा। ज्योति जगा लो, होगा दूर अंधेरा। ओम शांति, ओम शांति, ओम शांति। ब्रह्म से शिव बाबा पधारे, बोलते ध्वनियों। ब्रह्म से शिव बाबा पधारे, बोलते ध्वनियों। ब्रह्म मुख से मधुर वाणी, बोलते ध्वनियों। ब्रह्म से शिव बाबा पधारे, ओम ओम। ओम की इस मधुर ध्वनि से किया परिवर्तन। प्रेम शांति सिखा के बदला सभी का जीवन। आदि देव प्रजापिता श्री बोलते ध्वनियों। ब्रह्मा मुख से मधुर वाणी, बोलते ध्वनियों। ब्रह्म से शिव बाबा पधारे, ओम ओम। सोहनी सूरत मोहनी मूरत, ज्ञान के मोती। भव्य मुख पर चंद्रमासी, चमकती ज्योति। दिव्य दर्शन दिव्य वाणी, बोलते ध्वनियों। ब्रह्मा मुख से मधुर वाणी, बोलते ध्वनियों। ब्रह्म से शिव बाबा पधारे, ओम ओम। आपकी जब घटा छाई, तब विभूति आप जैसी धरती पे आई। एक तार में बंध के सारे बोलते ध्वनियों, ब्रह्मा मुख से मधुर वाणी बोलते ध्वनियों। ब्रह्म से शिव बाबा पधारे बोलते ध्वनियों। ब्रह्मा मुख से मधुर वाणी बोलते ध्वनियों। ब्रह्म से शिव बाबा पधारे। ओम
Om Shanti. Good morning. Today, Bap Dada reminds his children, you should have only one concern. There should be only one. I don't think worry, this term can be used for this. Of course, we have special attention towards something. So Baba says that concern must be on what? About what? I have to become pure. So if I wish to become pure, there are two things. One is being that term. There are two things. In Hindi, it's like the term is pavitra. It's becoming pure, that's all. Pavan, this shabd is used only when the soul and body both are pure. And that happens when Baba comes and reminds us of our original religion. And we children find it very easy to imbibe the quality of purity based on the knowledge, based on the pilgrimage of remembrance. Of course, there is the depth or the degree of the purity. The degree or the depth of purity is to become completely voiceless, maybe. Because so when do you attain that voiceless stage? That is when there is the divinity and the purity. The even we find n number of souls who would like to adopt the path of purity. They just want to celebrate. It's not a big thing, but the entire effort is to become completely voiceless soul. So where I adorn myself with those divine virtues to become double crowned, to become completely voiceless means to become full of all virtues. This is the concern one must always have, and of course you children should always have. So in today's Murli, Baba just emphasizes on the pilgrimage of remembrance. Of course we find other subjects very easy, whereas the subject of the pilgrimage of remembrance, of course that requires a lot of effort. And let's listen to Baba's elevated versions. Today's date is 25th June and the essence is, sweet children, there is just one way to become pure. Have the remembrance of the Father. Only the effort of having remembrance will be useful at the end. Question: what tilak should you apply at the confluence age so that you receive the tilak of the kingdom in the golden age? Answer: what tilak should you apply at the confluence age so that you receive the tilak of the kingdom in the golden age? So the answer: at the confluence age, just apply the tilak of being a soul, that is, I am just a point of light, not this body. Always continue to make this form within yourself that you are a soul. You have to claim your inheritance from the Father. Baba is also a point and I am also a point. So with this tilak, you will attain the tilak of the kingdom of heaven. Baba says, if you remember me, I guarantee that you will be saved from crying for half a cycle. Baba says, if you remember Baba, Baba guarantees that you will be saved from crying for half a cycle. So Om Shanti. You need to have this concern. I, a soul, definitely have to remember the Father, because only then can I become pure. All the effort is required just for this. However, you children are unable to make this effort because Maya troubles you a lot and she makes you forget to have remembrance of the one Father, because there is remembrance of other beings. You then don't remember the Father or the bridegroom. You have to do the service of remembering such a bridegroom for a minimum of 8 hours. You have to help, Baba says, you have to extend your support to Baba, the task which is taken by Baba. So in order to make it complete, we have to extend our support by remembering Baba for a minimum of 8 hours. And you have to help your bridegroom by remembering him, that is, you children should remember the father. This endeavor is very great. The term Man Manabhav is mentioned in the Gita. Continue to remember the father, continue to remember the one father while walking and moving around. There is nothing else you have to do. At the end, it is this remembrance that will be useful. Consider yourselves to be bodiless souls who now have to return home. You have to make a great deal of this effort. In the morning after taking bath, just go and sit in solitude on the roof terrace or in the hall. The more solitude there is, the better. Because during that time, history hall was built, and of course we have the roof there, and training center was also being built. Of course we had terrace. Of course terrace was also being built. So Baba always used to say, go and sit there. The more solitude there is, the better. Always think that you have to remember the father. The student life, one of the qualities of this student life is the student always prefers to be in solitude. Always think that you have to remember the father. You have to claim your full inheritance from the father. You have to make this effort every 5,000 years. You will not have to make this effort in the golden, silver, copper and iron ages. It's only at this confluence age that Father tells you, remember me, that's all. Baba says it's only at this confluence age. Baba tells that just remember me alone. That's all. This is the time when the Father says, remember me. The Father only comes at the confluence age. He doesn't come at any other time. You also know this number wise according to the efforts that you make. Now Baba said, Baba comes at the confluence age. And next version is, of course, you children know this, realize this according to the efforts that you make. It's number wise. Why did Baba say this? Baba doesn't come at any other age. He comes at confluence age. But however, despite Baba's incarnation, you children realize this number wise. What's there to know? Naina sister. If you realize and know 100%, then that recognition will be visible in your dharana. Suppose if we have realized only 50%, the rest, everything would be visible in the dharana. Many children forget the Father, and that's why they are deceived a great deal. Because we forget the Father, then we are deceived a lot. Ravan is very deceitful. He is the one who deceives a lot. So you remember that golden deer, the golden deer, how much that deceived Sita. So today's artificial intelligence can be compared with that, how much it deceived. She was being informed very clearly that it's the Maya. She didn't understand. She was only telling that you don't want to gift that to me. When Sri Ram went, then Lakshman said, because he changed the form, then also he said, Lakshman clearly told, this is not my brother's voice. Then also it was not recognized. Then she said, something, a sinful thought would have been in your mind, that's why you are not able to give that. Because when Ravan used to cross the line, there was that fire which was getting ignited. Then he influenced her. Then he told her, you just cross that line, then you give the alms. She was merciful. Then she crossed the line and she went to give the alms. And the Ravan always adopts different ways, different means to deceive. And because everything is so clear in Baba's Murli that how many forms Maya adopts, Baba has clearly mentioned. Because in one Murli, Baba said, you will feel as if it's real. So that's why Baba says, when we forget Father, then we will be deceived by Ravan. He is your enemy for half a cycle. This is why the Father says, wake up early every morning and churn the ocean of this knowledge and keep your chart of how long you remembered the Father and how much rust would have been removed. And everything depends on remembrance. You children have to try very hard to claim your full inheritance. You have to become Narayan from an ordinary human. This is the story of true Narayan. And devotees have a gathering on the day of full moon when they relate the story of the true Narayan. Of course, every month they just celebrate. You now know that you have to become 16 celestial degrees full. You can only become that by having remembrance of the true Father. Why did Baba say? Baba is, of course, is the truth. Why did he tell, if you remember the true Father, you will become the one with 16 celestial degrees full? Then why did he say, why did he specify this? Because we have to be very honest while remembering Baba. Because Father is the one who gives you Srimad. The Father says, you may live at home or do your business, etc. But you do definitely have to remember the Father, but become pure, that's all. Baba says, if you don't remember the Father, you are deceived by Ravan in one way or another. This is why the main thing of remembrance is explained to you. You have to remember Shiv Baba. Forget all your bodily relations, including your bodies, and have that faith that each of you is a soul. The Father repeatedly tells you, consider yourselves to be souls and remember the Father. Otherwise, Baba says we have to consider ourselves as souls and remember the Father. Otherwise, you will be deceived a great deal, and you will have to repent a lot at the end. You will be slapped so hard that Maya will make your faces completely ugly. The Father has come to make your faces very beautiful. At this time, everyone continues to make each other's face ugly. It's only the one Father who can make you beautiful. And it's by remembering Him that you will become beautiful masters of heaven. And this world is impure. The Father comes to make the impure ones pure. Baba has no connection with your business, etc. You can continue. Baba says Baba's task is to transform the entire world, purify the world, and to give the knowledge with which the world can be transformed. What are your do's and don'ts? Baba has nothing to do with that. You can continue with whatever you need to do for the livelihood of your bodies. The Father simply says, Man Mana above. You can ask how you can become the masters of that pure world. The Father says, just remember me, that's all. There is no other way to become pure. No matter how much they donate or how much charity they perform, how much effort they even make to walk on fire, nothing except having the remembrance of the Father will be useful. Baba says, we find some people, they have that occult power to just walk over the fire, over the water or on fire. Baba says, despite doing everything, nothing will be attained through that. This is a very simple thing. It's called easy yoga. Ask yourselves for how long you remember your sweet Father throughout the whole day. No sins are committed when you are asleep. You become bodiless at that time. So each one of us has to ask ourselves, how long do I remember such a sweet Father? Baba says you don't commit any sins when you are asleep because the soul becomes bodiless, and however throughout the day a lot of sins are committed and there are still the sins of the past, and you have to make effort to have remembrance. You have come here, so you have to make this effort. Finish all the wasteful thoughts of everything outside. Otherwise, it will spoil the atmosphere very much. Sometimes you continue to have thoughts of your home or farm, etc. Sometimes you remember your children, sometimes your guru. If you continue to have these thoughts, you spoil the atmosphere. And those who don't make effort, they continue to create obstacles. There are, Baba said, this caution was already given to save yourselves from Maya. The most greatest idea is to keep ourselves busy. To the extent I keep myself very busy, so yeah, accordingly I'll be saved from Maya. If you are idle, you don't do anything, then you will be always in Maya's cage. Because an idle mind is the house of the devil or demon. It's the saying in the world that an idle mind is, because at this time if you are idle, that's the biggest sin. That's why Baba says we always have to make effort to keep ourselves busy, and so that we ourselves don't become obstacles in any way, anything. Those who don't make effort, they always continue to create obstacles, and there are such subtle matters. Only at this time, no other time you will know this. Only at this time does the Father give you the inheritance, and therefore he becomes carefree for half a cycle. There is so much difference between the concerns of your worldly fathers and those of the unlimited Father. The Father says, I have so many concerns on the path of devotion. The devotees remember me so much again and again. And no one remembers me in the golden age, because the Father says, I give you so much happiness that no one remembers Baba in the golden age. Baba's complaint is that, children, you don't remember me in the golden age. That's why you children had composed a song. I think Ravi brother should be having this song. Baba, come in my golden age and just look at the way we rule the kingdom. It was I think it was a 40 years old song. Baba says, I give you so much happiness that you don't need to remember me at all. At that time, I know that my children are sitting in the land of peace or in the land of happiness. No other human beings can understand this. Maya causes obstacles in the intellects and stops them having faith in such a Father. The Father says, simply remember me, and the alloys of silver, copper, iron that are mixed in you will be removed. As you go from the golden age to the silver age, there are 2 degrees less. You listen to this and understand these things. These things will sit very clearly in the intellects of those who are true Brahmins. Otherwise, such things don't exist in their intellects. They won't be able to stay in remembrance. Everything depends on remembering the Father. He repeatedly says, children, remember the Father. This Baba also says, that is Brahma Baba also says, remember Shiv Baba. And Shiv Baba himself says, remember me, the Father. He calls you souls, O children. The incorporeal Supreme Soul speaks to souls. This is the main thing. And first of all, tell anyone who comes to remember Alpha. You don't need to go on. You don't need to go on and on about anything else. Respected Dadi Janki, when she was in London, when it was the time of conducting the course, Dadi always used to emphasize that until the chapters of the soul and the Supreme Soul are formed, you can't let the course be continued. Just tell them, consider yourselves to be souls and remember the Father. Each of you should continue to make this firm in yourself that I am a soul. Do you know? You have to make this lesson very firm. It's remembered Tulsi Das rubbed a sandalwood to form a paste, and the Raghuveer gave the tilak. To the extent I make to the extent I make the effort to be in remembrance and making my sanskars very gentle, and to the extent I use my bones in Baba's sacrificial fire, I'll get the tilak of that kingdom. Because in the initial at the initial time, Baba always advised us to be in that constant practice of being in the awareness of the soul. Here nothing is gross. However, it's not a question of a physical tilak. You understand that the tilak is in fact a memorial of this time, because a tilak is always applied on the forehead, which reminds us that the soul's location, or where does the soul reside. This tilak also reminds us of my responsibility, because always whenever someone is assigned a responsibility, the tilak is always applied, and the tilak is always applied when someone is on the tapasya. That's why Baba says, that's why you are being given the tilak, and you receive the tilak of the kingdom and become double crowned. You will receive the tilak of the kingdom, and that is you will become emperors and the empresses of heaven. The Father explains everything to you so easily. Simply remember that you are souls, not these bodies. You have to receive your inheritance from the Father. You souls who know you are points, Baba is also point. Baba is also the ocean of knowledge and is the ocean of happiness. Baba gives us blessings. He comes and sits next to this one, that is Brahma Baba. A guru always seats his disciple next to him and teaches him. And this one is also sitting next to him. He simply tells you, children, consider yourselves to be souls and constantly remember me alone. You consider yourselves to be souls in the golden age, but you don't know the Father. I, a soul, shed a body and take another. Because the stage in the golden age will be a natural soul conscious stage, we don't make effort to be in that stage. So all the qualities and the powers of the soul are in natural, they exist very naturally. Baba says, I, a soul, shed a body and take another according to the drama. So such are your parts. Such are your parts. And this is why your lifespans there remain long and you remain pure there. In the golden age, your lifespans are long, whereas in the iron age, they are short. There, you are yogis, whereas here, you are bogis. Yogis are pure. There is no kingdom of Ravan itself there, so your lifespans are always long. Here, lifespans are short, and this is called the suffering of karma. There is never any untimely, because we have come to such sensitive times where the infant is not yet born, the baby is not yet born, but still he has to undergo a surgery while the baby is still in a womb. So Baba says that's called the suffering of karma, and there is never so the kingdom of Ravan will not exist there. That's why the lifespans are long. And here you see how they are short. That's why it is called the suffering of karma. There is never any untimely death there. The Father says, you have recognized the Father, so you have to follow Srimad. Remember the one Father. Consider yourself to be a soul. I now have to return home, so I have to shed this body. Use the rest of your time for doing service. And you children are very poor, and this is why the Father feels mercy for you. It doesn't give any difficulty to you old mothers or the hunchbacked. Those who are old are called hunchbacked. They just bend little. It's explained to the old mothers that remember the father. When someone asks you, where are you going? Tell him, our mother's sitting here. Our mother's sitting here. All those who have come, can you raise your hands high? Of course, a very few are seen. A very few. Baba says, it's just a coincidence. It's a luck that it's the mother's birthday and Baba is speaking about mothers, and it's, of course, it's the fortune and it's the coincidence. Someone asks you, where are you going? There was this Krishna mother. She was the wife of a collector. She was very fair. And she used to carry one small bag. And she was such a mother. She always used to distribute the pamphlets. And she always used to ask me, I want pamphlets. And her grandchildren used to ask, grandmother, where are you going? She used to respond, I'm going to school. And they used to just get wondered, grandma, you also have a school to go? Or do you go to school? So she just said that she goes to the Gita Pathshala. So Baba says, you old mothers are always reminded to remember the father. When someone asks, where are you going? Tell them that you are going to a Gita Pathshala. Some children spend so much on exhibitions. Gopi sister, they even write so-and-so was very impressed, but Baba says none of them writes to say that the unlimited father truly has come into the body of Brahma at this time, and it's only from him that you can receive the inheritance from heaven. Inheritance of heaven. Baba says, none of you have even faith, just you get impressed with knowledge. The knowledge is very good. What else do they say? The knowledge is very good. You have explained the picture of ladder very well, and they always feel that such knowledge should be given to their children. So Baba says, you have explained the picture of the ladder very well, and they themselves don't stay in yoga and become Satopradhan from Tamopradhan. They simply say the explanation you give of receiving the inheritance from God is very good, but they themselves don't want to receive it. They don't make effort at all. Many subjects will be created. It takes effort to become a king. Each of you can ask your own heart, to what extent do I stay in the remembrance of such a father and remain cheerful? We are once again becoming deities. So sit in solitude and speak to yourself. Try this for yourself. Continue to remember the father, because he guarantees that you will never cry for a half a cycle. You now say that Baba comes and enables you to conquer Maya Ravan. Whatever effort each of you makes, you will do it for yourself, and you will then go to that new world. Since you have to become Sato Pradhan from Tamo Pradhan, the karmic accounts of the old world have to be settled. He also shows you the way to become pure, and this is a time of settlement, and everything has to be destroyed. That new world is to be established, and you know that you will shed your bodies in the land of death and go to that new world of immortality. We are studying for that new world. There is no other study place like this one where they teach for the future. Yes, those who donate a lot and perform a lot of charity, they take birth to a king. There is a saying, a golden spoon in the mouth. You receive that in the golden age. Even in the iron age, those who take birth to kings also receive it. Nevertheless, there are many types of sorrow here. You will not have any sorrow for your future 21 births. You will never fall ill. You will have a golden spoon in heaven. Here, people have a kingdom for a temporary period. Baba says it's a golden spoon. Of course, here it's for a temporary period. You receive it for 21 births. You have to use your intellects very well about all of these things and explain them to others. So first of all, we have to use your intellects very well. Why does Baba emphasize so much? It isn't that you can't become kings on the path of devotion. When someone builds a college or hospital, he receives the return of that. If he opens a hospital, he receives good health in his next birth. They say throughout his whole life, this one hasn't even had a fever. They have long lifespans. When someone has donated a lot, opened a hospital, etc., his lifespan increases. Here you become ever healthy, wealthy by having yoga. By having yoga, you receive good health for 21 births. This is a very big hospital and a big college. The father explains everything very clearly. The father says, any of you can go and study wherever your heart likes, at whatever center you enjoy. No one should say, you should only come to our center. Why are they going to that center? No, any of you can go to any center you wish. It's the same thing, it's the same Murli which is read everywhere. Even if you just deny, also nothing will be done. If he wishes to go, he will go anywhere, anyways. Of course, it's the same thing everywhere. The Murli is sent from here, and some read it very well with explanations, whereas others simply read it straight. Those who give lectures issue very good challenges. Wherever there is a lecture, first of all tell them. Now just see respected Dadi Prakashmini, how wonderfully she used to just read the Murli. So do you all remember Dr. Banarasi brother? She used to just make everyone dance. That was the intoxication she had. And respected Dadi Janki, how well they used to give speech and read Murli. The splendor that they have, that was very unique. It was never a silent class. Everyone used to just bloom and dance because that intoxication just enters the soul. To the extent one has love for the study, of course that gets revealed. Baba says, those who give lectures issue very good challenges. Wherever there is a lecture, first of all tell them, Shiv Baba says, consider yourselves to be souls and remember me, your father. Your sins will be absolved and you will become pure, the masters of the pure world. And he explains to you so easily. How easy in a easy way Baba explains. Acha, to you sweetest, beloved, long lost and now found children, love, remembrance and good morning from the mother, father and Bap Dada. The spiritual father says namaste to you spiritual children, and we spiritual children also offer love, remembrance and say good morning, namaste to the mother, father and Bap Dada. The essence for Dharana, the first one, let go of wasteful thoughts of external things. Sit in solitude, make effort to remember the Father. Wake up early in the morning and churn the ocean of this knowledge and look at your chart. Second, just as donations and we have to check our chart, to what extent do I remember the Father? Second, just as donations and charity are important on the path of devotion, so remembrance is also important on the path of this knowledge. Make your soul ever healthy and wealthy with remembrance. Practice remaining bodiless. Today's blessing: may you serve in your combined form and bring souls into a close relationship. By your simply serving with sound, subjects are created. So, you have to stabilize yourself in the stage beyond sound and then come into sound. First be in the Vyakta stage, then come into sound. Service done by you in this combined form will create yours. And the souls impressed by sound will hear many types of sound and they will come and go. But when you are in your combined form and do service in this form, they will not be influenced by any other form. Slogan: use the facilities but don't allow your spiritual endeavor to have an attitude of unlimited disinterest to be merged in them. We have to use the facilities, but my spiritual endeavor shouldn't be dependent on that. Object signal: to remain constantly cheerful. The tolerant children can use the power of the tolerance to make those with harsh sanskars and difficult tasks cool and easy. Those with the virtue of tolerance will be mature and go into the depths of everything. They will never be scared. They will go into the depths and attain success. Today's Mama's speciality. Today's Murli is about the effort required to remember Baba and to make ourselves completely voiceless. That's the only concern one should have. This was the song which was said in the Murli, that the song is being played now. This song was sung by Minu Purushottam brother. I think Aarti sister from Indore has composed or written the lyrics. Om Shanti. Today is Satguruvar and we will offer bhog to Sweet Baba. And all those who have received the slips, they are requested to be in the Adiji's meeting hall where the trans messenger sister comes and meets all of you. The evening meditation from 6 to 8 is at Dadiji's meeting hall. Tomorrow's Amrit Vela will be at Diamond Hall. Now Jagrati sister will just read the schedule of Bhatti. Om Shanti. At the double light stage, the Yog Bhatti, today's self-respect is I am double light, and 10 to 11 there is Yog through Baba's drill, and 11 to 12 noon there is a class by respected Asha Didi. The topic is realize the real, and 12 to 1 there will be the exercise. 4 to 5, considering Baba as a teacher, a letter has to be written regarding the present efforts. Then 5 to 6 there is yoga on double light stage, and 6 to 7 there is a class by respected Asha Didi, how to intensify the efforts according to the speed or according speed of the time. Then post that Asha Didi will conduct the class, and this respect is self-respect is I'm the double light angel. So Om Shanti. I went to the subtle region to offer bhog to the sweet Baba. So I usually give the love-filled remembrance of all the children to Baba, and some usually have some things to be informed to Baba. So while just giving that remembrance, Baba said that child has got Baba said the child has got a request. Baba, whatever you feel, whatever you wish to think, you can think, but I just wish to tell you that there is the bhakti going on, and of course Shibir is also going on. Of course we have various programs. And Baba just told one beautiful thing, that for teachers, Baba always sees teachers as master teacher or master guru or master father. Because Baba doesn't, Baba has given the role of master teacher or master guru, and Baba today Baba says you also, Baba gave this title, that is, you are master businessman. How Baba just reveals this secret or the perspective with which Baba gives this title is, Baba said, look child, these teachers who are Baba's special children, they just run the shops or the business, they just run the shops of Baba, or they carry the business activities of Baba, or they just manage Baba's homes, those who manage Baba's centers. Whoever comes at Baba's home, they always give the jewels of knowledge or the gems. That's why Baba just sees you children from that perspective or vision. So just like how a businessman, if his business is so on a large scale, he just monitors his business activities, he just checks his profit or loss, he just takes a look at the business, what's the cost and what's the income on. This is the main intention or the aim of a businessman. So when Baba was just saying this, Baba said that today Baba, he is seeing is the children who are equal to him, or in the form of a businessman or a master teacher, all the special children who just manage Baba's centers. How these teachers they just make effort, and they also give wholeheartedly whatever treasures they have received from Baba to all the brothers and sisters who come or who are yet to come. So Baba was just saying, it looked as if Baba is just Baba, it It seemed as if Baba was checking the account in the form of a businessman, because Baba gave this example. Brahma Baba, since he was a diamond merchant, he always used to check his account. So you children are his equals, and the teachers, sisters, those. So each one of you has to look at the chart. So what did I do throughout the day? Did I accumulate anything for myself, or did I give anything to other souls, or did I do anything for the benefit of the world? So how much charity is being accumulated in my account for the self, for others, and how much blessings have I accumulated? This is the business of the businessman. Usually they always check their accounts to ensure that it's always on the profit side. And Bog was in front of Baba, and of course I gave the lovely remembrance of many children, and Baba of course listens to that with so much love and understands. And along with that, Baba just through the signals of his eyes, Baba just tells. And Baba, while saying all of these things, Bog was in front of Baba, and Baba just accepted the Bog with so much love, and then said, the teachers who are Baba's equals and who are master gurus, so Baba just gave his love and remembrance to the teachers in particular, and to all the Brahmin family, that is to all the brothers and sisters. So after taking his wishes, I just reached this physical world. So let's listen to the teachings of respected Dadi Janki Ji. Back when Mama used to sit in the office, Baba would give her directions. He would instruct Mama whatever images were being produced, just like as the human world tree, it should be distributed everywhere. They should also be sent to the universities in London and other places. Whatever directions Baba gave, Mama would sit in the office, and she would always get it done through Kumaraka Dati. And then one day I sat beside Mama in office and asked her, Mama, what spiritual effort should I undertake? Her words from that moment remain deeply. Mama always said, consider every moment to be your last moment. So she explained even that way, every moment that she sat in her chair and I sat beside her, and I should practice remembering God as though it was my every last breath. So I don't believe I could ever forget these profound words that Mama spoke. My aspiration was that whenever the time comes, if I have to even shut the body, I must always be in Baba's remembrance. Thank you. Om Shanti.